international community say, we don't see a future for Hamas in Gaza. So it's basically what we see. But how you will achieve it? Is there someone who gives a serious proposal how it will be done, or ready to fight against Israel? No. So it's tough. War is tough. War is not a nice thing. In war you don't see good sights. But this is the war Hamas enforced upon us on October 7th. And is continued to enforce on Israeli and Palestinians by not releasing the hostages. And you can see today sites of Palestinians demonstrating and beg Hamas to get out. Beg Hamas, release the hostages so this war will be end. But there's no discussion about it. Sometimes, for face saving, you can see after, I would say, 300 of harsh words against Israel, a line about releasing the hostages. That's not sufficient. That ain't gonna work. It works the other way.
Thank you.
אין סבב שני של שאלות, כל אחד מקבל פעם אחת אפשרות.
Please, Lavarkov.
Response from you to the Prime Minister's direct accusation there, and he said that the situation with suffering in Gaza was completely indefensible. Is this sort of rhetoric evidence, not only from Prime Minister Albanese, but Prime Minister Starmer in the last day or so, that Israel is losing the support of many foreign countries?
Thank you.
Can you repeat the beginning of the quote?
Sure. So the Prime Minister Albanese said that Israel was, quote, quite clearly breaching international law by withholding aid from civilians in Gaza.
So, this is a lie. Because we are not holding aid. Of course, we are acting in accordance to international law, but the basic question here, we are holding aid or not? You can come to the Kerem Shalom crossing or to Zikim crossing, and you will see reality. And reality is that we facilitate the entrance. I will just give you the last report I've got this morning. From yesterday, there were more than 200 trucks that entered only yesterday, and we brought more inside Gaza, waiting to be distributed. We have almost 600 trucks in both crossings, Kerem Shalom and Zikim. And if we are speaking about the last 2 months, more than 5,000 trucks entered to Gaza Strip. And anyone who wants to do that can do that. And now it's not only we heard the excuse of problems in the safety of the road. This is why we opened these humanitarian corridors. And this is the third day already. It happened on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. in these roads, trucks are going safely to be distributed, because we don't want anyone to use any excuse why you cannot do that from the international organizations. And on top of it, we initiated, and we started with that on Saturday with our Air Force, the airdrops, and then the Jordanians and the Emirates joined, and other countries want to join. So there is no route we are not using. So it's not only that it's not true, of course, but the opposite is the truth.
Thank you. Yes, please.
Thank you for your time. Tzvi Smith from the Wall Street Journal. Do you think military pressure has worked so far? And what can Israel do next to free hostages and force Hamas to surrender?
Well, you know, what we learned during this tough war, you shouldn't judge like, you know, in a football game, you know, in the break, what will be the final result. military pressure worked in order to get Hamas 2 times for a hostage deal. They came for the 3rd time to negotiations. What I'm saying here is that international pressures, decisions against Israel, statements against Israel, worked the other way around, gave counter pressure, put Hamas in a position of hardening its positions in a very critical moments. So if those countries want a ceasefire, and I explained that to them when I'm speaking with European foreign ministers, more than one of them admits it was foolish, it was not constructive to the objective of achieving a ceasefire and a hostage deal. It works the other way around, and they speak with me about internal politics, why they did this or that. But military pressure is effective, but it's not the only game in town. There are other pressures, and we are very decisive to achieve our objectives in this war.
Okay. Last question.
We were always ready, and we are ready today to achieve them also in a diplomatic path. But if it is not possible, there is other paths which we will have to use.
Yes, please.
Hello, Eleanor Beardsley with National Public Radio.
From?
National Public Radio in the U.S. Your words are sort of in stark contrast to the apocalyptic scenes we're seeing coming out of Gaza. And I would like to ask, when we see a powerful military talking about Hamas, what is Hamas? I imagine there will be an endless source of young men ready to take up guns to shoot an Israeli soldier. Are you going to keep going until every one of those boys or whatever is killed? What is the plan? When?
When the United States and